Welcome, here is Nelis van der Wateringen. Yes, I'm so excited to do this very first team broadcast, since my return to World Ventures. And I must say, so many things have happened that I looked at it actually today, the whole day, on all the improvements and what happened to the product, for example, on its own. Amazing. Okay, so in the last couple of years, a lot of things have been done. Now, I'm going to today focus on the things we need to do during the next couple of months, okay, because these are the things we've got and these are the things we're going to use to build the international business in many countries. Now, I want to make sure that we simplify everything as much as possible so that it's easy to duplicate, okay, and that's what my focus is on today. So you will see what I mean later on. So we're talking about the next couple of months, because we're just going to start now to prepare the market for 2014. We're going to rock and roll in 2014, I promise. Okay, now let's start. First of all, I'm going to talk about the products, just to make sure that you understand what we've got here. Timing is actually perfect for us, what happened here, because World Ventures, the Rovia, the travel agency from World Ventures, did win the World Travel Awards in 2013. So fantastic news, of course. Perfect timing for us, because we're now starting to rock with this company. And now, what do you get when you are a Dream Trips member? First of all, of course, Dream Holidays at Dream prices. Okay, now that everybody might know in the meantime. But what you might not know is that in 2013 there were over 700 trips. Okay, now if I think two and a half years ago, I think we had 90 or so. So look at this, 700 trips in 2013. Only Dream Trips. Okay, I'm going to show you the other stuff later on. You can take your spouse, partner, friend, and kids, actually, of course, with you on a Dream Trip. You just have to book, and Rovia is doing the rest. Very important is this: the lowest price guaranteed or free. So that means that if you find a Dream Trip package cheaper somewhere else, within 7 days after your booking confirmation, it's actually for free. You're going to travel for free. Okay, so do you want the best price or do you want to travel for free? Okay, the best price, of course, but if you find it cheaper, you're going to have it for free. Okay, now this is of course a fantastic tool for us. Okay, now, but there is more. Dream Trips Live includes, of course, your membership, but very important to know as well, it also includes global hideaways. You have access to over 70,000 properties in 160 destinations. Okay, so if people say to you, oh, you got 700 trips a year, that's nothing. No, we got also 70,000 properties to offer in 160 destinations where you can book your holiday, your apartment, villa, or whatever. Okay, now that's of course fantastic news. So it's not only about the 700 Dream Trips they did this year, which of course is already fantastic, but anyways, this is on top of everything. Now you can book everything also on Rovia. That means flights, hotels, etc., of course, because you are a member. And of course exclusive deals. There's also for all open countries where you are, the countries where World Ventures is officially open. There's a 24-hour, 7 days a week concierge service, which means, for example, you can load a app on your smartphone and can look for where's the next Starbucks in this area or whatever, so many things you can ask, almost everything, 24 hours a day. Now that's a nice thing, but what I am very excited about is this. Now on the left hand side you've seen the best price or free. Now that's all about the Dream Trips, so that's one block of the products. Okay, the Dream Trips, the flagship. Okay, now that's that one. Now, but there are of course also the flight bookings and hotels, for example. Now then you see in the middle, this is the rate shrinker. Okay, now if you book a hotel or a flight through your back office, through your Dream Trips Live back office, what's going to happen, the prices are going to be what? So that means that if the prices are going down during the time, between the time you have booked your flight and you start to travel, it still might go down, so you will get an email with the new price. Okay, so then you pay less. Now that's of course fantastic to have a rate shrinker. Now, so you might have a surprise that you even pay less. Okay, now what's also very important to know is the Rovia price pledge. Okay, what does that mean? Now if you find the same flight, here it is on the bottom, within 24 hours, or on a hotel of course, booking as well, for less, so if you find a cheaper price for the same flight or for the same hotel booking, then Rovia will refund you 150% of the difference in Rovia bucks. Okay, now Rovia bucks is like having cash money, but the only thing you can do with it is book trips, flights or hotels, etc., through your back office. Okay, so you have to use it for that, but of course it's fantastic. So let's say you find a hotel in your office and you booked it for $100. Then you find somewhere in the internet, which is difficult to find, but let's say you find it and you find it for $90. Now there's a $10 difference, so what that means, it's 150%. Now how much is 150% from $10? It's $15, yes, because it's 150%. Now that means $15 you will get in Rovia bucks, which you can use for your travel. Okay, so isn't that fantastic? Now I want to show you also today, you've seen several websites. Which website do you need? People ask me which website should I use. Now there are two important websites to remember, to write down. You'll also get them actually mailed when you join, but write them down somewhere that you can always find them, save them in your favorites, etc. Now the first one is, you can see here, username, just change it to your username and then .dreamtripslive.com. That's an important site you can give to people, but you can also log in yourself here to do your bookings as a member. Okay, you see on top of the page, not a member, join now, or already a member, log in. Okay, now I would just log in here if you're a member, and then you end up on this page in the back office. Okay, now here everything is in you need, so you really have a booking option as a member for here you see flights, hotels, cars, excursions, cruises, etc., round trip or one way, etc., or multi-city. Here you can see everything about the dream trips. And here you can see on the right hand side the global hideaways. You can just put a country in, choose a city and the month or so, and then the search engine does the rest. Okay, now you can see here on this side for the flights and hotels the rate shrinker is in place, and as I said, if you find the price cheaper, then you will get 150% of the difference in Rovia bucks back. So you're going to be even happy when you find it cheaper, which is not often the case, I'm sure. Okay, now just go to the Dream Trips now, and just to show you, and I picked actually, you can see it on top of the page, reward Dream Trips. You can all sort it out like with every normal travel agency. You can just sort it by price, by area, but I sorted it now by reward Dream Trips. Okay, and what that means is actually there's a special promotion at the moment, and I'm going to show that to you in a second, which is another thing on top. You just have seen, just imagine, you've just seen the guarantee for the Dream Trips. Okay, Dream Trips, they say, as I mentioned, best price or free. Now if you are so sure about that, it's already the best price or you get it for free. But on top of that, until the 17th of January, for all people who join during that period, until the 17th of January next year, you're going to collect actually rewards, Dream Trips rewards. Now you see, I only looked for reward Dream Trips, so that means where you can also deduct the points from the from the booking, and here you see, and on the page, apply to 350 points. Here, apply to 150 points. What does that mean? Now, let's say you book for 2 people this one, so it's $430 per person, it's $860. You can deduct actually $150 because you've got rewards. Now how do you get them? By just signing up as a member, you get 200 points immediately. And here in this case you can deduct 150 points already from the cheapest price anyways. Okay, that's a fantastic extra action till the 17th of January. Okay, so everybody who gets in now and until the 17th of January will get that. And here you see it as well. You get your 200 Dream Trips points. So for the whole $200 you paid to sign up as a member, you're going to have points, and you can then deduct them from the Dream Trips, depending on how many points you can take off. But as you saw in the sample, you can just take certain amounts off. Now, so if you join now up to and including the 17th of January 2014, all your membership fees are going to be collected. So also the monthly, the $50 or the $49, but $50, let's say, to make it easy, up to the 30th of June will also count for you as a reward. So that means you can always, when you book your Dream Trips, even cheaper, and they are already at very low level prices. Okay, absolutely fantastic. Now, important for you, of course, as well, is to know that we have got with World Ventures a fantastic customer service. So here you can see all the telephone numbers and opening hours, etc. And where can you find this list, you will ask yourself. Now, it's very easy. Log into your World Ventures back office, and then just look on the top at support, and then you click on support information. Okay, that's it. And then this list will come up, and then you can either mail them your international support, or you can phone one of those numbers. Okay, now that's that one, important to know. On top of that, we have put a team website in place, so that you have a site where you can find all presentations. So let's say you speak to someone in Asia or in Hungary or in Norway, you can find a presentation in the language you need. Okay, so and you can then copy and paste, copy the presentation link, send it to people, and they can look in their own language. Okay, that's the first important reason. Secondly, I also mentioned the quick start on it, and that's what I would really focus on the next few months. Really focus on only doing this. Okay, the quick start. So look at the invite video in the first place, of course, so everybody who joins your team, get them to do this quick start. Now first look at the invite video, which is Dave Watson explains perfectly well how to invite, which is very important because you're talking about inviting people to a presentation, and what do you need to do to make that successfully. Okay, to do that successfully. Now after that you go to step 2. Take action and start to share the great presentations. Here they are in many languages. Okay, you can just click on the country and then you will see them. Now, how do you do the English one, for example? Now here you will see on the bottom of the page normally, but I put it beside here. You see actually links to copy and paste. Now what I always do is I just mark this from here to this. I make it all blue. So I just copy from here till here, and that's what I send to the people. Okay, that will include then in English actually the international presentation from 16 minutes, a fantastic presentation, Gumball presentation. It's about the market, and fantastically done as well, and it's done by one of the founders. So it's only 10 minutes, but explaining the whole entire travel industry, how enormous this market is. Now then the 5-minute conversation plan. So all 3 things I sent in one go to the people. After I spoke to them, after they agreed, I sent them a message. I sent all 3 presentations to them. It's only in total just about 30 minutes, so that's perfect, and they've seen everything they need. Now, very important, after you've sent this, is to always follow up, of course. So that means you have to phone them or speak to them after that your prospect has seen the presentations. Very important. Okay, and then make it very simple. Ask 3 questions. I do this since many years, and it always has been a success because it's very simple to duplicate. Okay, now first of all, what do you like most? That's a question. They could think about traveling or making the money. What do they like most? Or maybe they say both. Okay, or maybe I don't like to travel, I don't like to make money, I'm rich, and whatever. Okay, but what do you like most, and you will know what they like most. So after you know what they like most, then you raise the question, do you have any questions? Now, most of the time they have questions, of course, so you can answer them. If you can't answer them, then make sure you connect with your uplines, for a three-way call or for a follow-up call, so that your experienced upline can answer the questions and then take over. Okay? Now, after that, you answered all the questions, or your upline, you or the upline is going to ask the third question and say, do you see any reason not to travel, make extra money, and enjoy life? So those are the three questions to ask. Okay, now try that out and do it massively. Okay, now help your prospect to sign up. If they say, okay, I want to sign up, then make sure you stay with him or her and help with the sign up, so that everything works and everything goes well, so that they know what they have to put in all the little boxes. And then after that, you send them here and to this site, you give them the link of the quick start, so that they know what to do. So look at the invite video, take the action, and follow the system. Okay, it's a very simple, straightforward system. In the meantime, of course, they look at their back office, they start to book some dream trips, etc., etc. Okay, but this is the key of simplicity, of getting movement, over the next couple of months before we even have started. Okay, now, so the website, the team website is mastersnet.tv. You can see it here. Okay, that's the team website. So there you find everything. You can also see here that we have videos on training films and the whole thing, and even the World Ventures song is on. Okay, now your second website, your second World Ventures website, is actually your business site. You've seen the product site already, and that's just the username. You just put your username in and then .worldventures.biz. Okay, then you end up on this page, which is the page actually. If people say, okay, I want to sign up, or I want to know more about the biz site, you can send them here. Let's say they've looked at the presentations and they say, okay, what's your business site? Okay, then you can give them this site. If they want the product site, you give them the other one. Okay, now those two sites are the sites to remember, plus the team site. That's all. Okay, write them down on a piece of paper, put them somewhere on the wall or on the table. You got your three websites, the team website and the two World Ventures website. You got them ready anytime that you know how to find them. If somebody wants to have it, you can give it to them. To support you, there are also international team broadcasts, actually done by Susaraya from the UK. And every Thursday, 8 p.m. UK time, you can, of course, join those calls or those broadcasts. It's about 9 o'clock Central European time. Okay, 8 p.m. UK time every Thursday. The link you can see on top of the page, livebroadcastnow.com. The picture is actually very impressive. This was in August 2012, the biggest so far dream trip in the history of World Ventures. I think there were almost 3,000 people here on one dream trip. Not exactly 3,000. I think a few less, but many people on one dream trip. Crazy. Okay. Also want to mention a couple of the upcoming events. So you can see them here. The blue ones actually are company events. So you can see the Momentum in the USA, for example, from the 17th to the 19th of January. And then Momentum London, I will go there to the Momentum in London on the 7th to the 9th of February 2014. Okay, it's going to be very exciting, and they're real world-class trainings here in World Ventures. Okay, you can see here on top of the page a few of the rooms. They're packed full, big rooms. It's not small events. They're real big professional events, absolutely world-class. Okay, now the plan to this wonderful island, the plan to change your future, the plan to more travel, to more freedom. So first step is very simple, and because we're just going to focus on one thing, and that is to position your team. Okay, now many people have holidays in this period. They already, many of them have already started the holidays. They either fly away, or they're spending time with the family, or they are just normal at home. Now, it's an ideal time to speak to people, because you're going to speak to many people anyways, to say Merry Christmas or Happy New Year in the next period, which I just mentioned here, from the 8th of December till the 4th of January. Okay, so position your team, speak to them, and they have time to look. Many people are off work, and they have time to look at a presentation, and many people are open in this period because they also want to change their life, and 2014 can bring them this big change. Okay, so make sure the thing where we are now focusing on is the positioning of your team. Help your team to get there for. That's also important. Do not only put your own front line in place, but make sure that you help your team to get there for, so that you get the foundation in for 2014. So then on the 4th of January we're going to be in the team pre-launch, and we're going to do a live conference about the plan for the next 3 months, and that's going to be really 3 months all out massive action. Now, if you already have your team in place and you help your team to get there for, you've got people already who are going to work with us from the 4th of January onwards to go out and build this business all out massive action for a period of 3 months. So after 3 months, on the 4th of April, we're all going to Dallas, and use your travel dollars for it, or book it with your Rovio bucks. It doesn't matter. But make sure you're going to be in Dallas on the 4th of April, because then we will launch our team, and many people will be recognized, I'm sure, on the big stage. There's a big event in Dallas, a World Ventures worldwide event, international event, and we're all going to be there, and we will do the kickoff for our team and have a big party in Dallas. Okay, many people recognized and on stage, and we're going to rock and roll. That's a start for 2014, and 2014 is our year. And don't forget this, the director bonus. If you go director within 12 weeks after you joined, you earn an extra $5,000. Okay, so make sure that you write down the date when you joined, and then go to your calendar and count 12 weeks, 12 full weeks actually, so that's fine. Just and then put a date in your calendar when you need to go director, so that you exactly can focus on that date, okay, to make the extra $5,000. Okay, even let's say just before before that date you're still missing 3 or 4. Let's say, just as example, how much does a sign-up cost, including everything, including the membership and also being a distributor? It's $360. So let's say that you're missing 3, then you rather give 3 away, because it costs you then 3 times $360 when you are missing those 3 to qualify for this $5,000. Okay, so make sure you watch the date, and if you get close, make sure that you take all action before the 12 weeks are gone, so that you get the $5,000 extra. So time is now, and okay, put your team in place, and we see each other on the conference on the 4th of January, and but of course before that we are keeping I'm keeping in touch with many of you. And important to know as well, if you need me, so one thing is important: make sure that all people you want me to speak to are first of all knowing who I am. So you have to promote me, of course, not for my ego, but that they know I'm going to speak to them, and that they've seen the presentation. They've seen the presentation, they've seen also the market, and they've seen the compensation plan. Okay, the 30 minutes, they must look that one. If they're open, they will look. If they're not, then go to the next. Okay, if they looked at that, and you want my help, just give me a Skype message, and I will contact them for you and do a follow-up. Okay, I wish you a wonderful period of before Christmas, but I also wish you a lot of success with World Ventures, and I'm so excited, and I really mean it. 2014 is going to be our year.